Hi there, thought I'd drop a quick video on tutoring you through how to get through this assignment on beef ration balancing. I've pulled up the Excel file here, and as you'll notice, it has a protected view warning up here. This is a safe file. I've previewed it, used it for many years, so make sure and click enable editing up here so that all the macros work appropriately behind the scenes. Also, it's going to bring you to this introduction screen. You're welcome to read all this. That's up to you. We are primarily going to work off this ration balancer link down here at the bottom. So when we get to working on this file, the first thing that you'll want to do is put in a projected finish weight. The assignment gives you directions. I'm just going to randomly throw in some numbers here, and you'll just type that one in. Let's assume that we wanted to finish at 1,600 pounds, which is not accurate, but we'll put it in there anyway. I don't want to give away too many assignment details. Current body weight, let's put in 400 pounds. Target average daily gain, let's say that we want them to gain 2.5. Basis for balancing. We're going to do a basis for balancing dry matter daily intake per head as fed. That will make that a little bit easier on you. Average temperature, let's just, you can select whichever one. I'm going to put somewhere in today's temperature range. Then you'll choose whether you're going to feed an ionophore or not. As you remember back to Unit 5, we talked about feeding Bovatec or Rumensin or something like that that might improve feed efficiency. I'm going to select Rumensin just for the heck of it. You may choose to use it if you would like. You also have to identify whether you're going to use implants or not. I'm going to select no. You again that's your choice. Breed makeup, I'm going to come and pick something just kind of off the rails, something different. Let's say Gelbvies for this one, and I'm not going to pick any additional breed, just to make it simple. So I had mentioned if you were in the swine section that this feed ration balancer has a much larger feed library, and so as you go over here in the feedstuffs row and hit the drop down, you can scroll and see you have many feeds to choose from. Lots and lots of things, many of which you will not have really available to you here, but lots of fun stuff nonetheless. So you can, I'm just kind of scrolling through showing you a few things, just so you can kind of see what they are. Let's go up here. I'm going to just say, for example, we're going to pick a bakery product and alfalfa cubes, and let me go find something else here that would be fun to feed. Completely irrational in terms of if you were feeding it for real. But this is just simply serving as an example. Barley distillers, how about that? So we'll just pick those three feeds for a second. Now, kind of similar to the previous assignment that you did in swine, you'll notice we have our animal requirements down here at the bottom. I'm going to scroll my mouse right across there. It suggests that these guys are going to eat 11.4 pounds of dry matter. They'll need about 63.6% TDN or 38.4 NEG, 65 NEM, mcals. Crude protein just shy of 14%. And if you notice the proposed diet, because we haven't put anything in yet, there is nothing appearing in there. Each row then represents here your energy fractions, your protein fractions, your fiber fractions, fat, and the major minerals that this program supports. So let's go in and throw in some items here. Let's suggest that we're going to feed them 5 pounds dry matter intake, or 5 pounds as fed intake of the bakery dried product, 5 pounds of alfalfa cubes, and then 9 pounds of distillers grain barley, of the barley distillers. Well, if you notice right away down here we're over on our intake, so that would be too high. We'll back that off here a little bit in order to make it a little bit more closer to the requirement. So here we are, we've met our dry matter requirement. This is a 90% dry matter ration, and look at the energy fractions as it goes across. Really not a very balanced diet, but I didn't do this video to suggest that I was going to come up with one. I want you to do that. One thing that this does is it does flag a few of the items whenever you are over or under, basically near the requirement, just to highlight a few things, but it also doesn't do it all the time. If you're way over, for example, like net energy for maintenance were really high, net energy for gain were really high. It does do a good job of estimated average daily gain, and it gives you a predicted feed to gain ratio. So basically pounds of feed per pound of gain. One of the things that you will want to do is try and push this number as high as possible, as well as your average daily gain number. So again, it will be just kind of a hunt and peck assignment as you go through here. I will want you to add in mineral content. So you'll need to go down here and get some limestone again. You can click through these a little bit faster here. Ground limestone, we can throw some of that in. If you remember from the swine unit, dicalcium phosphate is your primary phosphorus source. So you need to balance that up and things of that nature. So again, just wanted to drop just a real quick video that if you're sitting at home working on this, you can go in and begin to get to this assignment if you're working on it outside of the classroom. This pricing tool actually works okay. Let's just assume for a minute we were able to buy a dried bakery product for $250 a ton. Alfalfa cubes are very expensive. We'll call those $400 a ton. Ground distilled barley, let's call that 150 a ton. Again, I'm just guessing on these kinds of things. Limestone is usually relatively cheap and dicalcium phosphate isn't. So I'm just throwing a few of those types of items in here just to give you a brief little idea of how to go about balancing up this diet. Just gonna kind of throw a few things at it here just to give you an example of, this particular diet came out at $1.85 per head per day. Again, just quick video. Again, completely other than the limestone and the dical items that you would not use, and certainly not the alignment that you would use up here. The assignment instructions are going to give you a very good idea of what to put up here in terms of what is required and what are optional items. So I hope that helps you in going through and completing this assignment successfully. As always, if you have any questions, stop me in class, shoot me a question on the discussion board, or just any other time, a phone message, text message, email, whatever you like. Hope to see you in class.